Once upon a time, in the ancient city of Rome, there lived a man named Lucius. He was not a king or a general, but he was known by many. People whispered his name in the streets, and crowds gathered when he spoke. Lucius had achieved something many desired but few understood: fame. He was admired, praised, and sought after. Yet, despite all this, Lucius felt empty. He had everything the world said he should want, but his heart was heavy. One evening, as he walked alone through the city, he noticed an old man sitting by a fountain. The old man was poor, dressed in simple robes, yet his face was calm, his eyes at peace. Lucius sat beside him and asked, "How can you be so content when you have so little?" The old man smiled and replied, "I have everything I need. The question is, do you?" This story is not just about Lucius or the old man. It is about fame and popularity, and how the Stoics viewed these fleeting things. The Stoics were philosophers who believed in living a life of virtue, reason, and self-control. They taught that true happiness does not come from the applause of others, but from within. Fame, they said, is like a shadow. It follows you, but it has no substance. You cannot hold it, and it disappears when the light changes. Let us imagine another story, this time from ancient Greece. A young athlete named Demetrius trained for years to compete in the Olympic Games. He dreamed of victory, of the crowds chanting his name, of the laurel wreath placed upon his head. When the day came, he won. The people cheered, and for a moment Demetrius felt like a god. But as the days passed, the cheers faded. People moved on to the next champion. Demetrius realized that the glory he had chased was temporary. He sought the wisdom of a Stoic philosopher who told him, "Fame is not yours. It belongs to those who give it. If you rely on it, you will always be at the mercy of others." The Stoics believed that seeking fame was a trap. When we chase popularity, we give others power over us. We become slaves to their opinions, always trying to please, always fearing their disapproval. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who was once a slave himself, said, "If you wish to be free, never desire what others can take away." Fame is not something you control. One day people may praise you, the next they may forget you. If your happiness depends on their approval, you will never be truly happy. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor of Rome, knew this well. He ruled the most powerful empire in the world, yet he wrote in his private journal, "The applause of the crowd means nothing. What matters is how you live when no one is watching." Even as emperor, he reminded himself that fame was irrelevant. What mattered was his character, his kindness, his wisdom, his self-discipline. These were things no one could take from him. But why is fame so tempting? The Stoics understood that humans naturally desire recognition. We want to feel important, to believe our lives matter. There is nothing wrong with this, but the Stoics warned against making it our goal. When we chase fame, we often lose ourselves. We change our behavior to fit what others want, instead of staying true to who we are. The philosopher Seneca wrote, "A man who is admired by many is often a stranger to himself." Think of a tree in a storm. If the tree bends with every wind, it will break. But if it stands firm, rooted deep in the earth, it will survive. The Stoics taught us to be like that tree. Do not bend to the winds of public opinion. Stand firm in your values. Let your happiness come from within, not from the cheers of the crowd. Now, let us return to Lucius, the famous man from the beginning of our story. After his talk with the old man by the fountain, Lucius began to change. He stopped seeking praise and instead focused on living wisely. He helped others not for recognition, but because it was right. Slowly, he discovered a peace he had never known. The people still admired him, but their applause no longer ruled his heart. He was free. The Stoic view on fame is simple but profound. Fame is not good or bad, it is indifferent. What matters is how we respond to it. If we chase it, we will always be unsatisfied. If we ignore it, we may miss opportunities to do good. The key is balance. Accept fame if it comes, but do not cling to it. Do not let it define you. In our modern world, fame is everywhere. Social media makes it easy to seek attention, to measure our worth in likes and followers. But the Stoic wisdom remains. These things do not define us. True worth comes from how we live, how we treat others, how we face challenges. So the next time you feel the pull of popularity, ask yourself, why do I want this? Is it for others or for myself? Will it make me better or will it control me? Remember the old man by the fountain, the athlete who learned the emptiness of glory, the emperor who ruled with humility. They understood what many do not. Fame is a fleeting shadow. Your character is the substance. Live virtuously. Act with integrity. Let go of the need for applause. That is the Stoic path to true inner strength. And in the end, that is all that matters.